Okay, got it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the company, but we're going to do it in a different way. So if you've ever been in one of my presentations, just know that this is not going to be a 1 hour boring presentation. We're going to get straight to the point. I believe that all of us are busy, especially Sundays. People want to spend time with their family. So we're going to get right to it. Axe Technologies is the name of the company. It's a technology company. It's not a trading company. It's not a crypto company. It's not a financial company. It's a technology company. That means that we're going to be launching projects and products that have to do with technology overall, not just crypto, not just trading. Right now, we have one product that we launched with, but this is not going to be our final product. And we don't want to be considered a trading company, and we definitely don't want to be considered a financial company. Today, we're going to talk about our ecosystem. We're going to talk about different things, but we're going to focus on one thing and one thing alone today. We're going to talk about our strategy. I believe that you can have an amazing company. I believe that you can have, an amazing product, but unless you have a strategy on how you're going to use this vehicle to help you have a better financial result this year, I think that you have to know exactly what the strategy is. Yeah, and Marshall, if you can help me, I'm not going to be able to do the presentation and let people in the room. So if you see people in the waiting room, please let them in. And today I'm going to talk to you about what the strategy is and what it's based on. Okay, so to me, the most important thing about this opportunity is the fact that it's not just is one dimensional. To me, that this company is a vehicle that we can use for us to be able to go out there and create not only a secondary income, but a secondary income that can potentially become your primary income. And whatever it is that you do in life, for you to do it because you love it, not because you have to do it. And I believe that there's not a lot of people that do their work because they love it. I believe that a lot of people show up to work because they have to. And that's where I was 21 years ago. So our main focus today is going to be on how to use Axe Network. Axe Network is our referral program where, if right now you're going through life and maybe you say to yourself, man, I don't have thousands of dollars to put into a trading account and I don't even know how to trade. I don't even know what to look for when I'm trading. That's exactly where most people are. Most people don't know anything about trading. Most people don't have enough capital to go trading. That's the reason why we continue to bet on these companies that we know for a fact are not going to be here long term, but at least they're easy, right? We go for easy. And one thing I learned a long time ago, if it's easy, it's sleazy. I'm going to repeat that one more time. If it's easy, it's sleazy. Now we're gonna focus today on trading, but we're gonna focus on how we can use this entire vehicle and not only make money in the referral program, but make money that can eventually liberate us and give us that freedom that we're looking for through our very first product. And we're going to talk about that today. Okay, so I'm going to focus today on Axe Trading and with Axe Trading and Axe Network, how they can work together for you and I to end up with a huge trading account that we can live off of. And that's not going to happen overnight. So I hope that you're not here because you want to get rich, overnight, because that doesn't happen, and I'm here to tell you as a friend that, overnight success happens for people when they've paid the price of 10,000 hours to become an expert in any field. Anytime that you see a one-hit wonder, and we see it in the music industry so many times, right? You see a group or a singer that's hot, and then you never hear from them again. Why? Because they were a one-hit wonder. What you want to be is you want to be a successful entrepreneur. And today we're going to talk about how you can do that. Okay, so we're going to focus on how we can use Axe Trading to grow our Axe Network, to grow our trading account, and we can live off of our Axe Trading account in the course of time. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get the presentation started. The first thing I want to share with you guys is how our network works. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to go straight to the whiteboard. I'm not even going to mess around with the PDF right now. We're going to go straight to the whiteboard, and I'm going to share with you why it is that I believe that you and I can work together in order for us to create a good result for the group, not just for you, not just for me, but for anyone that comes after us. So I want to talk to you about first the strategy. Now, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people that come into these types of businesses, they come from companies that, they promised a large, percentage a day or a large percentage a month, only to find out that 3-4 months down the line, that company is no longer around and no one answers your calls, right? So one thing I want to tell you is that in this business, you have to be very careful, not only what company you're in, but also who you follow, because there's a lot of wolves that are dressed in sheep clothing. And today we're going to talk about how you can do this the right way. So we spoke about our referral program. So let me go ahead and put the pen on here. There it is. So we call that Axe Network. Okay, so through Axe Network, the reason why we use Axe Network first is because we have probably the only referral program where if you go out there and you produce for the company is going to pay you right away. So for people that say, Jaime, you don't understand, I need to make money now. There's no faster money than right away. We have an opportunity to get paid in real time. So if you like our project and you decide, hey, I want to promote this project, just know that any production that you bring to the company, you're going to get paid in real time. You're going to get paid in the most important crypto in the world, which is Bitcoin. There's a lot of companies that'll probably offer you right away payments or real-time payments, but they're paying you in a rinky-dinky coin that nobody's heard of, and you don't even know if that coin is going to be around. But when you're getting paid in real time and you're also getting paid in Bitcoin, you know that Bitcoin is going to continue to lead the industry. So not only do we get paid right away, not only do we get paid in Bitcoin, but you also have the option to withdraw right away. So in real time withdrawals. Now, here's something that's amazing too. The company doesn't charge you a dime to withdraw your commissions. So this is the reason why, to me, Axe Network is the most important aspect of this entire opportunity. Why? Because we can literally go to work and start building an income that can not only give us the lifestyle that we want now, but it can also liberate us and set us free by using Axe Network to grow our trading account. Now, for us in Axe Technologies, we use Binance as our exchange house, and Binance is the #1 exchange house in the world. If you go and you Google Binance, what you're going to learn is that Binance, over the last 24 hours, they've transacted over $10 billion in business. So $10 billion every single day is being moved around from one coin to another, buying and trading and spot trading and margin trading. But overall, over $10 billion a day is being transacted through Binance. So not only do we have a great opportunity because of the company that we're with, but we have great company because we're dealing with the #1 exchange house in the world. That gives us security. Why? Because you always have custody of your money. This isn't going to be one of those companies to where I'm going to try to sell you some type of an investment package and you have to send the company your money. You don't. You keep 100% custody of your money. Now, if you're new to this industry, or especially to this crypto space, just know that that's not common. Most of the opportunities over there, you're going to have to use a lot more faith than what I'm going to ask you to use with Axe Technologies. Why? Because you're giving away your money for any length of time. Sometimes it's 6 months, sometimes it's 12 months, sometimes it's a lot longer than that, right? And what we come to find out, and experience has taught us, is that most of these companies are not around long enough for you to even recover the money that you sent them. Now that's concerning. Why? Because the next time that somebody brings you an opportunity and they tell you that you have to send your capital, your investment capital to the company, consider that a red flag. Because we live in a world full of technology. And when you consider that we live in a world full of technology, you come to realize that there has to be a way for you to participate without losing custody of your money. So many of us work very, very hard for our money, only to see companies come in. They start giving us a little bit of hope. And then, 2-3 months down the line, not only have we lost our money, but we've also lost our friends. We've lost reputation. We've lost part of our integrity. Because every time that you make a bad decision and you take people down the wrong path, guess what happens? People don't take your calls anymore the next time that you call them. This is why it's important for you to keep your integrity by allowing people to participate in the crypto space without having to lose custody of their money. And if you've already dealt with Binance, you already know that their security measures are extreme. I mean, just to change anything within your own account, they send you first an email code, they send you a text, they may ask you to use your Google Authenticator. Why? Because security is important. Just know that once you send your crypto to a company, there's no way to retrieve that. There's no way to get that back. You know, so you want to make sure that you use not only faith, but you use wisdom when it comes to doing business. Every time that you take a group of people to the slaughterhouse, ladies and gentlemen, the whole industry suffers, because the next time that a real opportunity shows up, people don't want to hear about it anymore. Or we've been so brainwashed of this unrealistic expectations that people simply just don't want to do it the right way anymore. We've been corrupted. Our minds have been corrupted. So because of that, we have a real opportunity where you can make money in real time. You can get paid in Bitcoin. You can withdraw in real time. You don't have to pay a single dime to withdraw your money. And you can systematically, using some of your commissions, start growing your trading account. So imagine that. Imagine being able to step into a company right now, start making money right now, and then start building your trading capital little by little until you get to the desired results that you're looking for. Now that result can be whatever you want it to be. For myself, I'll tell you, my goal is to have $1 million inside of my Binance account. Why? Because I know that no matter what happens with our software, and I'm going to talk about that in just a few minutes, I know that no matter what percentage my software makes me, if I have $1 million in my trading account, I'm going to be able to live off on that. Even if it only gives me 1% a month, I'm going to be able to live off of that. Right. So by first using our Axe Network, system, our referral system to grow your trading account, and then connecting it to our software, right? Then connecting it to our software, this is going to give you a result. Sometimes that result is going to be small. Sometimes it's going to be large. Why? Because we can't move the market. If all of us on this Zoom right now were to put our money together, we still can't move the market. Why? Because the markets are moved by institutions, banking institutions, whales, right? So here's what you have to do. You have to have a software that moves with the whales, not a software that overpromises and underdelivers. You have to have a software that moves with the market. And we know that sometimes the market is up, sometimes the market is stagnant, and sometimes the market is down. What you want to do is you want to have a software that works in flow with the market. Now, by using our software, that's going to give you some type of testimonial. That's going to give you your story, right? And guess what happens once you start creating a story? It doesn't matter what your story is. Any gains that you have over a consistent period of time is better than having high gains for a month and then losing your capital. And your testimonial is going to give you access to a better story for you to continue to grow your Axe Network, continue to receive bigger commissions, continue to grow your Binance account, continue to get results with the software, grow your story, grow your testimonial, and the cycle, ladies and gentlemen, continues to repeat itself over and over and over again. That's the reason why I focus on Axe Network. And we're going to talk about our commissions in just a few minutes. But if you understand business and if you understand network marketing, you understand that it's better to get paid off the efforts, 1% of the efforts of 100 people than to get paid 100% of your very own efforts. Because at any point, life can throw you a curveball and you can end, you can end for like 6 months not being able to work for whatever reason. Sometimes it's family issues. Sometimes it's health issues. Sometimes it's whatever issues. But you can't depend just on your own efforts to build an income anymore. We live in a society to where you have to learn how to leverage, right? So let's just use an example. If, like, for instance, I can show you my account right now, and over the last 4 months, the software has given me about 5.5% a month. And you may say, 5.5, Jaime? That's not a lot. But let me remind you that banks, how much do banks give us in a year? They don't even give us 5% a year, right? So to have a software where I have full control of my money, where I don't have to worry every day whether, man, I hope the back office still works. I hope the website is still up. I hope the person who invited me still answers my phone calls, because I want to know where is my money. 5% monthly is better than 20% a month for 2 months and then the company's gone. But if I have 5%, if I'm getting a result of 5% a month, which is my average right now after 4 months of using the software, and I have $100, that's not very exciting, right? Because that's only $5 a month. That's not going to get me excited. That's not going to bring me to financial freedom. That's the reason why we're so excited to tell you that the one number that matters the most is not, I repeat, it's not this number. The number that matters the most is this number. This is the reason why if you focus with us, even if the software continues to give us 5% a month, but what if in a year from now you have $10,000, right, in your trading account by using the strategy that I just shared with you? What if it took you a year for you to be able to put $10,000 inside of your Binance account? Can somebody in the chat tell me what is 5% of $10,000? That would be what, $500, right? Now, let me tell you something. In most cases, in most countries, except for probably the United States of America, but in most Latin American countries and in a lot of other countries, $500 a month is about the average of what people are taking home after working a whole month at work, right? So what if we continue to work and it takes us another 12 months, right? And the number stays the same, but now you have 5%. It took us another 12 months, but now you have $50,000 in your trading account. Now let's take a look at the results. Can somebody in the chat tell me what 5% of 50,000 is? We know that 10% is 5,000, so 5% is $2,500. Now, if this is a secondary income, $2,500 a month consistently by never losing custody of your money is something that you can start getting excited about. Hey, even in the US, if you're making an additional $500 and you still have your full-time career, you still have your job, you're doing this part-time, and now you have $500 coming in every single month from your trading, not even from building a business, just from your trading passively. $500 a month can pay for your car note. $500 a month can help you get out of credit card debt. $500 a month can go towards the principal of your house. $500 a month is life-changing. As a matter of fact, I was reading a couple years ago, and it said that in the United States of America, 50% of all divorces happen because of fights about money. And you know what the article said? The article said that 80% of those marriages would have been saved if they would have earned an additional $500 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, people have thrown away entire families over the need for $500 a month. Now imagine if in 24 months you're not making $500 a month passively, but now you're making $2,500 a month passively. In most states in the United States of America, that's a mortgage in most states. Now with inflation, not for long, but still to this day, you can still probably find, at least you can pay your rent with $2,500 a month when you don't have to worry about who has my money, because you always have your money. You don't have to worry about how do I withdraw my money, because you can always withdraw your money from Binance. You don't have to worry about what happens if the company goes bye-bye, because it doesn't matter, because the company doesn't have your money. Binance does, and you own your own account in Binance. But what if it takes us an additional 12 months? And now we're talking about 36 months, 3 years from now. Listen, I'm 45. So in 3 years, I'll be 48. What if in 3 years, let's say the software continues to give me 5% a month, but now I have $100,000 in my trading account. Now we're talking about $5,000 a month passively, without my involvement, hands-free, on autopilot, without giving any company my money. Now, $5,000 a month passively can change your life. Most people go to work for 160 hours a month and don't bring home $5,000 in most cases, in most countries, including the United States of America. When I was working construction, I had to work overtime just to be able to bring home $5,000 a month sometimes. Now, even if it takes you 10 years and the software never improves, the market conditions never improves, but now you have $1 million in your trading account, ladies and gentlemen, 5% of that is $50,000 a month, passively, without giving a company your money. without having to worry about, man, what if I invite someone to this company and they lose money? How are they going to perceive me then? How are they going to look at my character, my leadership? You know, how are they going to see me as a human being? Ladies and gentlemen, I am showing you, possibly from what I know, possibly the only way where you can systematically grow your account from no matter where you start, but systematically by helping us grow this brand, you can systematically set yourself free forever. Here's what we need though. We need a change of mindset. Why? Because most people don't have the patience to build a business for 10 years. Most people give it 90 days, maybe. Most people want it in 30 days, really. But if you're lucky, they'll stay 90 days. And if 90 days their life don't change, they simply leave. You know what that's called? Quiet quitting, meaning they never really quit, but they never really do anything anymore. So you know they quit because they're not doing anything anymore. That's called quiet quitting. And most people quiet quit all the time. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I just showed you how by using our Axe network system, you can set yourself free with the trading. And we know for a fact that the market is not going to stay where it is. So we're going to have months where it's 5%, but we're also going to have months where it's 10%. We're also may have months that is 40%. It all depends on the market, but I'm giving you my average, 5% a month, which is a lot better than your bank is giving you right now. And you're not risking your money giving it to a potential Ponzi, right? So let me head back to our presentation now that you know the strategy. So the strategy is get paid by growing this brand and systematically grow your trading account. So let me get back and let me go back into my presentation here. Give me 1 second. Here we are. All right. So a couple of other things that we want to discuss today is one, our Axe DAO community. This is our shareholders. Okay, so you can literally make money without trading. You can make money without referring. You can make money by simply becoming part of our community. You can own digital shares of this company, and the company is going to reward you quarterly with Bitcoin. So just by simply believing in this project and saying, okay, this company is at least telling us exactly how it is. They're not over promising. They're just simply telling us how it is. By believing in this project and saying, hey, I want to own some shares, the company is going to reward you every 4 months with fractions of Bitcoin, depending on how many shares you have. And also the shares can go up in value. You can, right now, you can buy the shares without sending money to the company as well. You can buy it in the open market. Okay, so let's go and let's talk a little bit about how it is that our trading works. Here we go. All right, so there's a couple of things that we need to talk about before I move on to our referral program. Number one is what we shared. You'll never have to send the company your money. Number two, and this, you may or you may not like this, but the software doesn't operate in losses. It can only close your operations in profits. For me, that's a huge plus. For some people, it looks like they rather be trading daily, even if some of those trades are in losses. I don't understand it, but some people they like that. I don't know why. Number three, the business model for the company is it's a profit sharing business model, meaning if the company helps you make money with the trading, we're going to share that profit with the company. And I'm going to touch on those numbers in just a little bit. Number four, you connect the service, and I'm going to say this loudly. You connect the service and you leave it alone. You connect the service and you leave it alone. That's how this business works. It's a set it and literally forget it. Set it and forget it. Let the software, let the markets do what the markets are going to do. Stop looking at it every day, because you're not going to get rich tomorrow. That I promise you, unless you come in here with 7 or 8 figures that you can put into your Binance account. Number five, once you set it, it works for you when the market moves 24/7. Number six, the software only allows us to operate with real cryptocurrencies that have real liquidity and that have a real community. We're not going to put you in situations to where you're holding a coin and that in the marketplace, they're called shit coins, meaning they're not going anywhere. And if the market has a correction, they're never going to recover. So we're only going to participate in real cryptos that have high liquidity and that have a real community that have been proven that even with market corrections, they're able to go ahead and regain that value and then push forward, right? So this is how our trading system works. I'm going to recap. Number one, you never give your money to anyone. Number two, you only take profits. You don't take losses. Number three, we share profits with the company. Number four, even if you're brand new, you can set this software up. It's a set it and forget it. Number five, once you set it up, you never have to touch it again. Number six, we're only working with cryptos that have real value. That is, to me, that was a selling point. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm looking for a real opportunity. I'm not looking for these rinky-dinky companies that tell you, hey, 1% a day, 1% a day, my booty. That doesn't work. That's a lie. So let me talk to you a little bit about our memberships. Okay, so we have a free membership where with every profit, let's just use an example. If the software makes you $1 profit, if you're using our software for free, you keep 40% and 60% we share with the company. If you have our basic license, meaning you paid $99 or $100 for the basic license, if the software makes you $1, you keep 50% and 50% we share with the company. If you have a pro membership, that means you pay $250. That means that you keep 60% of the profits and 40% is for the company. If you have an expert license, that means you paid $500. You keep 80% of the profits and only 20% goes to the company. And if you have an investor license, which to me, this is the best, not only for the trading software, but also for our referral program. And you get to keep 90% of every single profit and you share only 10% with the company. Now, if you have the basic license and the pro license, the software works for you for 250 days. And if you have the expert or the investor license, it works for 300 days. Now, if you are part of our Action DAO community, meaning you're a shareholder and you're holding at least $100 of our shares, you don't have to worry about the contract days. Your license becomes unlimited. So to me, that was just very simple math. I was already going to buy the investor license for $1,000. So I said to myself, add another 100 and never have to pay the $1,000 again, right? I'd rather pay $1,100 once than have to pay $1,000 every 300 days. To me, I never graduated high school, but even me with 4th or 5th grade math education, I can tell you that paying $1,100 once is better than paying $1,000 every 300 days. All right, so this is how our memberships work. You decide where you want to start. Now, the key here is no matter where you start to eventually end up with the investor license, because that's where you get the most benefit. But it doesn't matter where you start. You decide where you start, but make it a goal to end up as an investor, okay? So let's go and let's talk about our referral program. Here it is. All right. So first thing you need to know is that the free license doesn't participate in the referral program, meaning you're never going to get paid from referring anyone if you have a free license. That's only for customers. But if you have a basic license and above, you have bonuses that you can earn if you refer people to use this software. If you have a basic license and you make any sale, you're going to make a 10% direct bonus instantly. So if you have a basic license and you sell a basic license, 10% of 100 is $10. If you have a basic license and you sell an investor license, 10% of 1,000 is $100. I need to remind you at this point that you can withdraw your $100 or your commissions instantly. There's only one little rule. You have to have at least $35 to withdraw, right? But in most cases, that happens almost automatic. So if you have a basic license and you sell an investor license, 10% of 1,000, that's 100. You can immediately withdraw that $100 and you don't pay any fees to withdraw. Now, let's talk about the pro license. If you have a pro license, usually that pays 10% as well. But right now, until October 30th, it's paying double. So you're getting paid 20% on any sale. So if you have a pro license and you sell a pro license, 20% of 250 would be $50, which you can withdraw immediately. If you have a pro license and you sell an investor license, 20% of 1,000, that would be $200, and you can withdraw that immediately. Now, if you have an expert license, usually that pays 12%, but until October 30th, it's paying 25%. So if you have an expert license and you sell an investor license, 25% of 1,000, your commission would be 250, and you will get paid that commission immediately, and you can withdraw it immediately. And if you have an investor license, this usually pays 15%, but until October 30th, it's paying 30%. So if you have an investor license and you sell an investor license, 30% of 1,000 is $300. I've seen every company in the market pretty much. And right now, in most companies, they're paying between 7% to 12% fast start bonus. And you're not getting paid immediately. You're having to wait a week, which allows you to increase your faith, because you have to have faith that the company is going to be here in a week, which in some cases it's not, right? But imagine being able to get paid 30% and being able to take that home tonight. Now that's our direct bonus. That's what you get paid when you do the work. Now, when you help your team do work, there's a couple of people in the waiting room, if we can let them in, please. When you help people do the work, we have another bonus called the binary bonus. The binary bonus. And the binary bonus rewards us for helping people to make money. And I'm going to touch on the binary bonus in just 1 second. Let me go ahead and let me minimize this. I'm going to erase this really quick. I'm going to share with you how the binary bonus works. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. Can you guys still see my whiteboard? Can you guys see my whiteboard? Put a yes or a 1 or something in the chat. Can you guys see my whiteboard? Yes. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, so this is the way that our binary bonus works. You have one business center. This is you. Let me change this. So this is you. You're going to build 2 different organizations. You're going to have organization A and organization B. You can also call them left or right, whatever you want to call them. Any production that you help your team to generate for the company creates volume. For instance, if team A, if they sell a $250 membership, that's 250 points that goes into that team. If team B sells a $1,000 membership, right, that creates volume. The way that this works is if you have a basic membership, a basic license, you're going to get paid 8% of the efforts of your smallest team, right? If you have a pro license, you're going to get paid 9% of the volume of your smallest team. If you have an expert license or an investor license, you get paid 10% of the efforts of your smallest team. So let's just use 10% because it's easier for me to do the math. I just said I didn't graduate high school, right? So if this was the example and you had your team A had 250 points in volume and team B had 1,000 points in volume, that means that team A is your smallest team. So 10% of 250, that would mean you have a commission of $25. Now over time, because team A continues to grow, they may bring another 1,000, and eventually this guy may bring in 250. This guy may bring in another 1,000. Eventually the volumes begin to grow. So if you have 1,000 points on your team A and 5,000 points in your team B, team A continues to be your smallest team. Now, if you have a basic license, 8% of 1,000, that's a commission for you of $80. You can withdraw that right away. If you have a pro membership, that means that you get paid 9% of $1,000. That's 9%, that's $90. That would be your commission for, for that time, right? For this volume. And if you have an investor or an expert license, that's 10% of $1,000, your commission would be $100. You can withdraw these commissions immediately. Now, what's the limit? What's the cap? Or what's the most that you can make? If you have a basic license, the most that you can make from building teams is $500 a day. If you have a pro license, the most that you can make is $1,000 a day. Meaning after you make 1,000, if you have a pro license, everything else goes to the company. If you have more volume, if you're qualified to make more, or if your team's brought more production, but you're at a pro membership, they'll pay you $1,000, and whatever's left over goes to the company. Now, if you have an expert license, you can get paid up to $3,500 per day. And if you have an investor license, you can get paid up to $5,000 per day. This is why I said at the beginning that building the network allows us the time and allows us the flexibility to use some of these commissions to grow our Binance account. Because if you have an investor license and you're making $150,000 a month, which would be 5,000 times 30, imagine being able to put in a couple of months, $300,000 into your Binance. And imagine if the software only gives you 5% of that, 10% would be 30,000, so 5% would be $15,000 a month. And you didn't have to come up with these $300,000 out of your bank account, out of your 401k, your retirement. You didn't have to go and refinance your home. You worked for it. So we were able to use the entire company, the entire vehicle, to be able to grow our Binance account. You can even do it with the expert account. If you're making $3,500 a day, that's $105,000 a month. If you just put in 2 months of that effort and you have $200,000 in your Binance and the software only gives you 5% a month, ladies and gentlemen, that's still $10,000 a month passive. In addition, that you're already making $3,500 a day from the team building efforts, from the production, from the binary, from your direct sales, from building the network, from building the team, from building the company. You can even do it with the pro license, because if you're making $1,000 a day, that means you're making $30,000 every single month. If you throw in 2 months in here into your Binance account, that's 60,000, right? At 5%, 10% would be what? 6,000. That's $3,000 a month. That can really help out with the mortgage. Even if you have a basic account and you're making $15,000 a month, and you put in 2 months of your efforts, $30,000 into your Binance, ladies and gentlemen, that's still $1,500 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, that can help you get out of debt. That can help you have a better Christmas. That can help you save away for your kids' college tuition. And how did you do that? None of this money that you're gonna put into your Binance account came out of your pocket. You didn't have to go and close other investments for you to be able to participate. All you have to do is see what we have to offer and see that we're coming to the marketplace with a different vision, that we're not selling a get rich quick. We're selling a get rich systematically, which is still quicker than if you do it the traditional way of trying to go to work for 40 years, 40 hours a week for 40 years to try to retire on 40% of what 100% couldn't afford you anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a real company that is a baby. Right now, we have a company that is growing. I have incredible news for you. Our compensation plan is about to enhance in a major way. Each one of our leaders, each one of the people that are helping us to expand, they're about to start getting some really good residual checks. I can't talk about it too much because it hasn't been released. I can't even discuss it much, but I can tell you over the next 30 days, you're gonna see some major improvements to Axe, period. And right now, I'm seeing people that gave it 15 days and then they dropped the ball and they quit. I see people that gave it 30 days of running and they're like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's not what I thought. I thought it was going to be faster. I thought it was going to be easier. Jim Rohn used to tell us all the time, don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. See, one of the things that I love about our company is that they reward you for hitting rank. You know, every single person that is on this call today, whether you're a guest or you're already part of our community, understands that we have ranks. And the only thing that I can tell you, and the reason why I'm not showing you the slides on this, is because there's some major improvements going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about yet. But let me tell you something, this month is crucial to try to get as many of your people to bronze as possible. You're gonna regret it in October if you don't help your people get to the level of bronze. What does it take to get to bronze? Help somebody make $500. When they make $500, they are a bronze. Okay, so somebody can get to bronze by making 2 sales. If they sell 2 investor license, and this guy has an investor license, that means that they made $300 for the first sale and $300 for the second sale. That's $600. This person is a bronze. You can also do it through team building. To me, the fastest way to get to bronze is through direct sales. After you get to bronze, that's when the team building really kicks in. Anybody can look up and get to bronze. It takes a leader to get to silver. Anybody can get to bronze by mere luck, but it takes a leader to get to silver. When you get to silver, ladies and gentlemen, there's a whole world of opportunity just waiting for you, especially with the enhancements. If you're not a silver yet, if you're not even close to being a silver yet, just know that if you get to silver this month, the reward for you is going to be great. You're going to be extremely happy with what you're going to see. But nothing happens until you make it happen. I'm not here to pump you up. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm not here to inspire you. I'm here to tell you the truth. Inflation is real. The economy is crumbling right before our eyes. Listen, right now I'm in Chicago. I've been here for 4 days. I'm going to be here for another 3 days, simply celebrating my wife's birthday. And I can tell you that everything is up. Last night we had 2 drinks, $55. We took a bike ride. You know, they have those little taxi bikes with lights and music to go like 6 blocks, $60. We had breakfast this morning, $55 for 2 people. I didn't bring my kids, for 2 people. And this is only going, listen, they say that poop rolls downhill. It may start in a specific area of the world, but believe me, the whole world is going to feel over the next 12 to 18 months the collapse of this economy. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better before the next 24 months. So right now, we have an opportunity to create our own economy, to create our own community. If we don't take advantage of this, then we simply just are okay with living the way we're living. But if you really want to change the way things are going for you, take a stance. Draw your line in the sand and say, enough is enough. Enough promoting Ponzi's, enough promoting get rich quicks, enough thinking that there's an easy button. There is no easy button. Being an entrepreneur is hard as hell. It is hard as hell. If somebody tells you it's just as easy as just, I'll send you a link and you'll start making money, that's a lie. You'll see, and you'll see in the next few months how many of these companies, including some that have been running for a couple of years, are going to crumble and die a slow, painful death, because this economy is not going to forgive them. You reap what you sow. And if you're reaping lies to the marketplace, eventually it's going to come back and bite you. It's going to come back and bite you. Today, if you're a guest, hey, listen, I'd rather talk to you like this than try to pump you up and make it sound all sweet and easy. This is not easy. It's not easy to make $150,000 a month. It's not easy to make $100,000. It's not easy to even make $15,000 a month. It's not easy. What we have here is an opportunity that gives us the time to do it, and we have leadership that knows how to do it. So if you want to do it, just get back with the person who invited you. Don't allow your excuses to steal a real opportunity from you. Don't allow your fears, your insecurity, your lack of skills, your lack of self-confidence steal something from you. Either you're going to do it or you're not. But believe me, I'm going to do it for my family, and I hope that you do it for your family. But I'd rather tell you the truth now than for you to come in and say, I thought this was going to be easy. It's not easy. If it's easy, it's sleazy, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to serving you guys for many, many more years. And get back with the person who invited you and get started today. God bless you guys and have an amazing Sunday. Goodbye.